All right, so this week's video, we're going to show the differences and why you would need a thread chaser set versus a tap and die set. They are two different things. A lot of people use them interchangeably, and you really aren't supposed to do that. So turn the camera on here, and I will show you what we got going on. So here we have the Mac Tools. This is the, I'm not going to read that, TD76 Combo 0S-US. 76 piece tap and die set. So most of them are now made by, or they're all made by Irwin anyway, except for the Snap-on ones, because Irwin is owned by Stanley Black & Decker, which owns Mac. So Snap-on went a different route, but everybody else's are made by Irwin. So that's basically what this set is. Now this set is the TR Combo 48, the 48 piece thread restoring kit or thread chaser kit. So these are made by Lang. You can find these on eBay or Amazon. I'll link the Lang one down below. But Mac had a special. This was like 130 bucks, as where the Lang ones are 100 anyway. So I figured it's not that much difference. And then they had a special for this a long time ago. So we're just going to use this, but it's basically any tap and die set. So we're going to just grab a tap here. This is, if I can get it out, it's kind of stuck. There we go. Okay, so this is a, hopefully you can read that. It's a half inch, where's it at? Half inch, 13. And then let's get the thread chaser out. Half, of course, thread 13. Okay, so see if you can read that there. Half 13 UNC. Okay, so basically you could tell the difference here is on a tap and die, these are actually a lot deeper. These are meant for cutting new threads, as where these are meant for cleaning or straightening threads that are already cut. So if you got like an exhaust manifold and you got to chase the threads for the turbo, you would use one of these over one of these because you're not cutting new threads. If you're building something and you're cutting new threads, you would use a tap and a die, or a tap, whatever. And I get that basically, like, these work about, I would say 70% of the time. There's a lot of times where these just won't work. They'll break. You're afraid that you're going to break them, or threads are just too mangled. So yeah, you would just use, a tap to clean up the threads. But I just wanted to show the basic differences between that. So hopefully you can tell that, just the differences in the thickness. So these are really good sets. I like these Mac sets a lot because they're in a smaller case. Like, I used to have one of the Matco sets that was, I'll see if I can put a picture, but like the case is huge, and it's like, that's really hard to store. And then like the tray comes out, you see, and it fits here perfectly in the lid. And then this one, you can put the drill bits in here. I didn't get the one with the drill bits, but it fits nicely. So then these sets go from 440 all the way to half inch, and then it's in there we go. It's in fine threads and it's in coarse threads. And then on the metric side, it goes from 4 millimeter, or it goes from 3 millimeter all the way to 12 millimeter. And again, coarse and fine threads. But with metric, there could be 3 thread pitches depending on what size it is. There could be there's one in between coarse and fine. So sometimes you need extra taps for metric than you do for standard. And then the dies are the same thing. They're all laid out nicely. And then it comes with the 2 die handles, the bigger one. So these are 6-point. I don't know if that matters. I've seen some 12-point. These are probably cheaper to manufacture, honestly. And then it even comes with a little handle, which is nice. I like how that sits in there. You got the thread gauges. You have a fractional and then a metric. And then what's nice about these is it comes with this style. A lot of them don't come with these, but it's the die handle, and then you can put a 3/8 ratchet on it. But then it also, you use this handle here, and then you can also do that, which makes it handy. Like if you're tapping on a corner or something, you know, you can only go so far. You can slide it, which is nice. As where this doesn't always work. This is probably better to use than this, but this doesn't always work. Comes with the screwdriver. It also comes with an 1/8 pipe, a British pipe, and then an 1/8 NPT tap, which is nice. Smaller tap handle, which is really nice. So these are great sets. These sets are kind of like expensive. These sets are like $400. Again, you can find the Irwin set, which is basically the same thing. It's just in a different style case. And then these are super handy because it's got the it goes up to 9/16, and then it has the coarse thread, the fine thread, and then the metric. And then I think there's an example of one that shows, yeah, so 10 millimeter, there's 3 10 millimeters. So there's 1.5, 2.5, and 1.0. So there can be different thread pitches on metric versus standard. And then this goes up to 14 millimeter, which is pretty handy. And then it comes with the 2 thread files. So the way these thread files work is you grab it. So like, what is this one? This is 1/2 inch 13. So then you would grab the thread file and you'd find the 13. So here's the 13. So what you would do is like, say you had like, and you basically just, you file it this way to match the threads. These are handy for like cylinder glands or cylinder barrels or something where you can't get like a die on it or a tap or a thread chaser. So you would use these. And then these are the little rubber handles. So obviously you're only using one side at a time. So then that just kind of protects your hands, which is nice. So I would check these kits out. Again, you can find these on eBay all the time. Basically all these are made by Lang. It's the Matco, the Snap-on, they're all the same. They're all made by the same company. They are USA made, which is nice. So check that out. I will link this down below, as well as these tap and dies. I'll find an Irwin tap and die on Amazon and link that down below. So these are things, some people say these are shop tools. I don't believe they are, because this is something that you're going to need just out and about, or it's handy to have in the garage. Milwaukee actually has one in a pack out now, I think. I was going to look into that one, so let me look into that one and see. You know, thanks for watching. You know, like, comment, subscribe. All the YouTube algorithm stuff would be much appreciated. Thank you.